Hello and welcome to the third episode of my The Last of Us Faction Survival Guide. In this video we will be covering the third and final of the game types available, Interrogation, an objective-based mode that is vastly different from the other options. Interrogation is a unique game type that strays from the team deathmatch-based origins of Survivors and Supply Raid. In it, teams of 4 compete to locate and unlock the enemy team's cache of supplies. As such, Interrogation is the only game type in The Last of Us that features unlimited respawns. Once the team has successfully interrogated 5 enemies, the location of the lockbox will be revealed, and the game turns into a match of attack and defend. Interrogation matches start off very similar to Supply Raid and Survivors. Your goal is to down enemies and interrogate them. Interrogations work the same as executions, but take longer, and if a player is downed while performing one, the interrogation will not count. Interrogations can be completed faster by sneaking up on an enemy and executing them with a shiv. Having a team that sticks together is important for more reasons than just numbers in interrogation. You will want to be able to prevent enemies from interrogating any downed team members, either by killing the enemy or reviving your teammate. Death has more repercussions than simply losing a spawn ticket, as you become a target to be interrogated. As usual, there are red supply boxes scattered around the map. These boxes contain crafting items, parts, and weapons. These boxes are usually behind cover, but some will be located out in the open, leaving players vulnerable while accessing them. Once a team has successfully completed the 5 interrogations required, the enemy's lockbox will be located. If your own lockbox is located, your team will be torn between a focus on trying to unlock the enemy team's safe while defending your own. The unlocking process has 2 checkpoints, and progress will reset if you are downed or abandon unlocking the safe before reaching one. As a match reaches its final minutes, players will begin receiving alerts that the unlock speed has been increased. As a result, many players will wait until these final minutes before they begin their assault on the enemy lockbox. One weapon that is particularly effective in the defense of a lockbox is the nail bomb. These can be crafted by combining 3 items: blades, gunpowder, and sugar. When placed on the ground, these bombs are detonated when an enemy comes in its proximity, perfect for hiding in blind spots around corners or next to the safe itself. They are an effective way to prevent enemies from accessing your lockbox. Managing your parts is an important element of The Last of Us, and that's no different in Interrogation. Armor does not have the same kind of importance in Interrogation, as there are unlimited spawns. It is effective if you are the one unlocking an enemy's safe, as the extra protection it provides can save your life if the enemy attacks. Weapon upgrades are efficient as always, providing increased magazine capacity, rate of fire, and lowered recoil to improve your weapon's effectiveness. Sprinting, while not recommended, is not the cardinal sin it is seen as if you were playing Survivors. Stealth is important in The Last of Us, and sneaking up on enemies to kill them and unlock their safe is an effective strategy. That said, the ability to respawn infinitely makes it somewhat more acceptable to sprint, especially in those frantic final minutes when the unlock speed is increasing. Interrogation isn't as unfriendly to newcomers as Survivors can be. It is a very different game type from its companions and factions, opting for a more objective-based focus rather than the traditional team deathmatch variants offered by Supply Raid and Survivors. As always, crafting, stealth, and teamwork are important elements to success in Interrogation. Once the lockboxes are discovered and the action becomes more focused, it can be more frantic than anything else The Last of Us has to offer. Thank you for watching this episode of my The Last of Us Faction Survival Guide. Join me next time when we begin to cover the mechanics of The Last of Us in depth, learning about the health system, crafting, and listen mode. Survivors is a game mode that builds off the standard team deathmatch format for most multiplayer games. Its major catch is also one that many games share, as it is a round-based mode where players only have one